3 young sisters were found dead in Washington. Now police are searching for the father turned suspect. 3 young sisters are dead and police are searching for their father, who authorities in Washington say is the killer. On Friday, the mother of the 3 girls told authorities that her daughters had not returned after a planned visitation with their father, Travis Decker, 32, according to a press release from the Wenatchee Police Department. After days of searching on Monday, police found the girls dead near the father's pickup truck that was parked near the Rock Island campgrounds in Chelan County, over an hour's drive northwest of Wenatchee, Washington. Police say Decker, a former military member with extensive training, was nowhere to be found. He is now wanted for the counts of first degree, he's wanted for 3 counts of first degree kidnapping and first degree murder. We want to express our sincerest and deepest heartfelt condolences to the family at this time, Wenatchee police said. During the search for the girls, police said on Facebook that Decker is homeless and living in his vehicle or at various hotels and motels or at campgrounds in the area. Jeez. His visitation with the girls was part of a parenting plan, but he has since gone outside of the parameters of which is not normal and cause for the alarm. He has since gone outside the parameters of it, which is not normal, and it was cause for alarm, authorities said. The girl's mother, Whitney Decker, had told Cairo 7 that there were no previous issues with the visitations. She told ABC News amid the search, "This is an unimaginable situation, and I'm pleading for everyone to look out for him."
Something's wrong with him mentally. There's a mental issue with him. I wonder what it is and who knew about it and what kind of mental issue he had. This is why sometimes it's messed up to say it. This is why some people don't get parental visitation rights. This type of stuff, but you can't guess it. You can't pick it out the air. But you know what I mean? A lot of times, you know what I mean? It's messed up to say it, but military members, sometimes they have mental issues. When you don't have a home, it's even worse, because I know people who probably don't have homes but still want to see their kids, or trying to put it together but still want to see their kids. But there's stuff like this that happens that makes me like, man.
First of all, let me take off my glasses. I want to say, this is a tragedy, and I feel for the mother. It's unimaginable to lose a child. But, also, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. And as a man who's been through the family court system and seen some stuff, there was actually a guy here in Washington, I believe. He was married to a woman. They were arguing. She wanted to split. She's like, "I'm going to take the kids. You'll never see them again." They try to reconcile. They went camping. They both went camping, and he was the only one that came back. They never found her body. They ended up taking the kids from him, and then he had a supervised visitation. And the kids I don't know if you remember the story. The kids got out the car and they ran into the house like, "Hey, Dad." And the social worker was taking too long. She just, was not thinking nothing crazy. Anyways, the kids run in the house. Dad closes the door. Social worker goes up there. She's like knocking on the door. "I smell gasoline." Dad set the house on fire, killed both the kids and him in Washington. I've seen, it's hard being a parent off tops. And then when you split up, and like I'm saying, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationships. But if this man's living in a truck, he's fell into hard times. It's a sad situation. The mom said there've never been any issues, but I mean, we don't know their conversations. We don't know what's going on. It could be from the military. It could be a lot of variables. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, 3 innocent children died. Wow. And I just say this to all parents. You know what I'm saying? If the only advice I can give to you about any of this stuff is love your children more than you hate the person you made them with. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't have that person, you wouldn't have that little angel. And a lot of people, you take your kids and you use them as weapons against other parents. And you decide your kid doesn't get to have that love over there from this person because you're feeling some type of way, or they don't get to have the love from this side of the family because you don't like this certain kind of thing because of your ego. Am I saying this is that situation? No, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. But at the end of the day, co-parenting in a village is what it takes to raise a family.
Yeah, it's just, it's super sad, man, to even think about. I'm over here kind of in a daze, man, thinking about, like, how could you hurt your kid? You know what I mean? Like, how could you unalive your own child? Like, don't get me wrong. Everyone has issues with their kid when they get older. The kids start getting, it's just, you go through stuff with your kid. It's part of life. But man, you know what I mean? Like, what makes you come to this point to where you're like, this is what this is? Things change, man. Like, okay, maybe the kids weren't even wanting to be with you at that time. They were probably saying, who knows? They might have said some horrible things to you, but they're kids. Kids do that. That's what happens. But you got to be a parent who's like, you know what? This is who I am, and this is how I'm going to be, no matter what. Over and over again. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Hopefully when they get older, they'll figure out these things I did. Every kid does the wrong thing. I'm sure you did too, man. That's horrible that you did that to your kids, man. You're a POS to me, man. Period. For that. For the rest of your life, you could never be anything different. Once you're locked up and they catch you, unless you did off yourself, like you know what I mean? Like everyone probably unless you did that to yourself. When they catch you and they lock you up, man, I hope people treat you like you're supposed to be treated for the rest of your life.
He didn't kill the kids for his benefit. He killed those kids to punish her.
I mean, and that's at the end of the day, man, like it's an ugly thing to do, man. You took 3 lives from this earth, man, who had nothing but life ahead of them because you were angry with yourself. You were not mad at her. You were angry with her. You were mad because you don't have anywhere to live, because you're messed up, because you're going through things. That's what happens with everybody. This is personal experience when it comes to everything. You're not mad at this person. You're actually angry with yourself. And when you figure that out, you're going to be messed up for the rest of your life thinking about what you did.
I wonder what caused him to. I mean, there's more stuff comes out.
It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah,
there's nothing. I know what you mean. I want to know the cause of it too.
No, I want to know why he was homeless. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, bro. If she had 1 kid with him, that's understandable. They got 3 kids. That's a dedicated family right there.
So think about it. He probably was in the military at that time. A lot of times guys get out the military sometimes and it doesn't work out that way for them because military is regimented. You're regimented and this is what you have going on. Now go get a regular job now. And it's not that way because you can show up. You know what I mean? There's certain things they'll let you get away with in the military. They're not letting you get away with that regular jobs. You have to actually have skills or whatever else to get away with a regular job. I'm not sure what he was in the military, but he might not have been able to function outside of that. And so he's living at parks and in his truck. If you're a worker, you're going to go work and figure something out.
Yeah, unless something happened to him overseas. Some things you can't get over, bro. That's why a lot of, I've never been to battle like that. You know what I'm saying?
I've never left him. Anything could have happened, but mentally you have to be strong enough to be like, you know what? That's your kid, man. Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't know the ins and outs. I mean, he probably offed himself because he's probably calmed down and figured out what he did. You know what I'm saying? But he probably did that to hurt her.
He should have did himself right there if that's what he was going to do.
One thing about it, your daughter's your first love. That's your
kid in general. Doesn't matter if it's boy, girl, whatever, man. Something's wrong with you mentally. For you to ever think something like that, to do something like that to your kid, man, like that to me, man, I don't know what kind of a person you are. I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah.